Well, yes, definitely could do with some in this scorching heat. But let's welcome on board Ed Yardeni as well and find out what he's making of the global market construct. Ed, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. Ed, and now you've got Caroline Levitt, assuring everyone that there will be some normalcy in crude prices once Operation Fury does, aim or rather achieve its objective. What are you making of this
Sure.
heightened volatility in crude? And unsettling as it may be right now, do you think it's going to take normal or rather longer for normalcy to set in?
Well, I think a lot of it is, of course, the Strait of Hormuz. Right now, it's effectively closed, and everybody's trying to guess of when it might be opened again. The problem I have is as long as Iran doesn't concede, agree that they've lost the war, as long as they don't surrender unconditionally, there's still going to be missiles and drones flying in the Middle East. And of course, some of those drones could very well be aimed at tankers uh, trying to get through the strait. I'll turn more optimistic when I see that a few tankers actually make it through the strait without any incident. Um, I suppose the U.S. Navy is at some point uh, going to help some of these vessels. But if the drones are still flying, it's still a big risk to try to cross through the strait. So I need to see more evidence that this war is coming to an end. Right now, it seems that everybody's jumping the gun, literally, and concluding that the guns will be put down, the missiles and the drones will stop flying, and that there'll be a ceasefire. But nobody's told that to the Iranians. Nobody's told that to the Israelis. And meanwhile, it looks like President Trump wants to declare victory. But in order to declare a victory, you have to have an enemy that concedes that point.
Ed, how do you see this flip-flop of statements coming in from from Washington? You know, the crude has become so volatile now that even markets are now reacting to the kind of statements coming in. Yesterday, we
Yeah,
saw how the U.S. markets gave up all its gains after statements, denying that U.S. has started
very volatile. Yeah.
escorting crude containers across Strait of Hormuz. So, do you think that it's going to be a prolonged one, given the fact that you still have those drones which are still there? Because even though
Yeah.
Iran may not be able to use ballistic missiles, but drones are again a challenge for anyone moving containers across that region.
Correct. Yeah, drones can do plenty of damage and can effectively continue this blockade to the extent that even if you can get insurance, you may not want to subject your ships, your vessels, your tankers to that kind of risk. And the crews may also not be very enthusiastic about trying to cross the strait. The problem we have is Iran is basically a terrorist state. And I think all of us concluded in the first day that maybe the war wouldn't last very long because Israel and America managed to basically decapitate the regime. The problem with a terrorist state is they are professional terrorists and they just don't give up. They continue to terrorize. And that's the problem we have here. And by the way, their strategy seems to be to create not just chaos in the Middle East, but chaos around the world. I think they basically want the world to put pressure on the United States and Israel to stop attacking them and and leave the regime alone, which is kind of going back to square one as far as Israel and the United States are concerned.
Ed, how do you expect markets to respond from here on? We've seen some gyrations, evidently so, but we started to see stability. You expect that stability to now continue? You expect that a lot of this is already priced in, or are there any downside surprises or upside possibilities to this?
Well, it's a dangerous situation. There's a lot of surprises that could still happen. It's the fog of war, and even the military experts can't kind of predict how this thing plays out. But the market has chosen to discount the best outcome, which is a short war, an open Strait of Hormuz with oil flowing. And the market right now is welcoming that the International Energy Agency has proposed that 38 of its members just release a lot of oil. So that could help in the short run, but it won't help if we have evidence that this war is not coming to an end very quickly and that the Straits of Hormuz aren't going to be opened very quickly. Oil from strategic petroleum reserves can help, but if the market starts to worry about the longer term prospects of this situation, then it won't help much.
Right. It's so great having you on the show today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. All the best.
Okay.